Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Creative Craving. Like and subscribe. Now, as you'll recall, when we left off, we were building heavy modular frames, and we built everything except for one thing, which is the steel pipes that are shared between the heavy modular frames and the automated wiring. So now let's build that first. Oh, and here comes Satisfactory. It's booting up. So we have that to look forward to. So we got all this stuff done, basically. Oh, this is nearly done. It only needs that one ingredient. And yeah, we pulled in all the raw materials we need as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Now it looks like for this one it's a lot easier. We got the automated wiring itself in an assembler. We got to make stators and cables. And then just wires and steel pipes, and that's it. This is a really simple build, so it shouldn't take up very much space. I think I'm going to do this one on the second floor. Alright, now let's just jump into things. Here we are. Now as you can see, we've already got stuff on the second floor, and I got to remind myself what's up here. Oh, that's right, we didn't quite finish last time. So what we left off was building iron plates. And I was trying to think about how to send stuff up there, actually. Over here I just used a ramp right here. So I think I'm going to go back to that same technique, I think. Let's see, this is iron. So we just need to, right around here, make a... Oh yeah, right around this spot we need to make... Yeah, right around here we'll add a splitter, rather. Let's do it on this side. And how much do we need again for this? Let's take a look. And right here we need to consume 67.5. So that means we need at least Mark II. Oops. Oh, we're missing reinforced plates. Let's go ahead and get those. I guess I could build everything Mark III, but it just seems simpler to get what we actually need. Although it will take a little bit of time, I think it'll be worth it. I was watching Josh's video where he played Satisfactory, and he said that adaptive control units was a, what do you call it? Basically a litmus test for Satisfactory players. You know, those who make it versus those who don't. And it surely is a trial. Now, I have gotten past this before, but it certainly isn't fun. And I'm not entirely sure if I automated it last time. I really struggled with it. But this time it feels like things are going well. Like, yeah, it's not easy, but it seems like it's much simpler than it had to be. Alright, now I believe white ones? No. Yes, okay, right here. Even though I have use for this, let's delete the 1. What is this again? Yeah, we'll delete those 5 as well. We're going to make room. Take on as much of this as we can. 3 of them, I think? Yep. And I don't really see anything we can do without... Oh, we can do without this. Oopsie daisy, we did not mean to do that. Okay. Looks like we need more of this as well. So... Oh! We've struggled to keep a hold of... We struggled to keep a hold of these reinforced plates, so we'll make use of them here. Let's refill on this. What else? Well, we have some motors and some rotors. We don't really need the rotors, do we? We do need them occasionally. The AI limiters we're going to keep. Again, we eventually want 25 high-speed connectors in order to make our geothermal plant, but we don't have to do that right now. Oh, while we're thinking about power, let's go check on our... Let's go check on things down at the power... Or, yeah, down at the new fuel power plants. I set it up last time, and I'm kind of concerned that it might be draining it might be draining our fluid buffer there. The reason I turned on the second one here was because, well, for one thing, I thought I had this full already. It looks like it's filling very slowly. Is that right? I wish you could see a graph of its progress over time. Yeah, it seems like it might be filling very slowly. Now let's take a look here. Sure, okay. Those are both working fine. Now, let's get away from the noise a little bit. And let's look at our power situation. Okay. So right now, our capacity is, yeah, up there. And we're only consuming... Yeah. So it looks like none of our biomass generators are being used, so that's good. So we really are doing well. And this is still moving, evidently. Kind of want to just check on the supply here. That's basically full. This says 100%, that's good news. Oh, this is basically empty. That's interesting. Is that because this is filling up so fast? Well, it only needs 6 to go, so it is staying above that minimum threshold. But why are these not going at full power? Oh, they are? Huh. Okay. This is full. I'm really curious about this. I mean, I really expected that the, Now, one thing I could do temporarily would be to turn on, out of these 6, I've only got 4 of them on. I could turn on a 5th one temporarily, but all I'd be managing to do would be draining this down, because right now they should be in balance, to where they're pulling exactly what this can produce. Let's see. There's no blockage here. Yeah, so it's working fine. Yeah, okay, so it looks like everything's flowing. Let's see, 100%, yeah. Okay, so there's no issue really, but there's just the weirdness that this pipe is mostly empty. What about right here? Oh, it's full there. Huh. That's just a bit weird. Oh, but if we think it through, it's not that weird at all, because before we turned on the Awesome Sync, we had a problem where this was starved for input. Right. And so to fix it, we just kept these flowing again. So in other words, this went from being starved to just being filled. So it's never had a chance to back up. I think what we should do is turn off one of these 2 fuel plants for now. Let's see how that affects power production. We should be okay still, but you see now we're now using our biofuel. Yeah, to try to match demand. So that means it's not going to last forever. But it should be okay for a little bit. It also means we have to be careful how much we build. And it means this will have a chance to fill up some. There we go. Honestly, I'm kind of concerned. Let's see, how much does this produce when it's on? 250 megawatts. We are near our limit. I think I'm going to do this later, if at all. Because honestly, I'm trying to fix a problem that's not a real problem. I want to fill up that buffer to give myself peace of mind. And I want that backed up to give myself peace of mind. But those are two things that are not causing an issue right now, and I'm about to cause an issue. Like, I don't want this episode to be about power, and if I cause the factory to turn off, it'll have to be about power. So that's kind of how I'm thinking at the moment. Interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, this seems okay. What I think I want to do at some point, as soon as the adaptive control unit is done, really, most likely my next step will be to set up geothermal power, and depending on how much that provides, I should be able to turn off both of those fuel power generators for a little while, and let the fluids back up, and then I'll have that peace of mind I was talking about. Okay, I need a way to get off here or to go the other direction, honestly. But for now, we'll content ourselves with just getting out here. There we go. And look at that, the versatile frameworks are filling up a little bit, but man, they're going slowly. Like, I really expected that to be a much faster process. But on the other hand, there's no reason why it has to be any faster. It's still going... Like, I still haven't gotten what I need from everything else, so it's fine. Oh, wait! Automated wiring right here. Do I really want to bother rebuilding this? I think I do. I'm going to stick with my plan. Now, let's see. Okay, we only have 33 of these. Yeah, this isn't keeping up. Is this not hitting 100%? It is. But 100% is 1 per minute. So that means we need to wait 500 minutes for that to fill up. Quite honestly, we may find that we've built all this out and that we need to spend time... we may find ourselves wishing for that to go faster after we're done building everything out. But we can always spend time doing that after we get the basics done, right? As soon as we get all 3 of these resources for the phase 2, as soon as we get all 3 of them being produced in some quantity, we can then worry about speed. And you can see here, this isn't going through as fast as it needs to, which means resources are going to get split between these two. So I think what we probably should do is, as soon as we finish this factory area here, we should focus on resource gathering, because that'll be the next phase. Okay. I'm also wondering whether I think I should probably start with pulling the copper over that I need. Let's take a look at the resources we'll need. Okay, this is basically done. And this is going to be very quick to do. That leaves these two. Making computers is hard. This is easy. Well, I say it's hard. It feels difficult. Okay, I need to split this between these two. I need to keep that in mind. This one... Honestly, I could have it flow backwards. It's only 16, though. Okay, so whatever I do, it doesn't matter. It's not... Yeah, okay, it's not a huge quantity. I might use a truck for that, to be honest. Okay. Anyway, we need to pull in steel and copper, and that's it. So I think we already have both of those, right? There's steel. We don't have copper yet. Okay. However, before we continue, I want to see how healthy everything else is. We needed to hook up the steel here. I want to see how healthy the screws are in this reinforced plate thing. I want to see if it's filled up with screws yet. This isn't the one. Whoa, don't fall. Whatevs. Here. Now, is this full of screws? Yes, it is. So these are just ready and waiting for the reinforced plates to come in. That's great. So all I gotta do is make those. Wait a minute. Where are reinforced plates made here? Did I maybe not set that up yet? Oh, this makes reinforced plates. It's looking for iron plates, right. And those are already hooked up. The output of the iron plates is hooked up already. So we just need to hook up the input, and we're golden. All right. Alrighty then. Mark II. Perfect. And I'm not going to bother so much with... Let's upgrade that and that. And these each require, what, 30? 30, okay. I'm not going to bother so much with ceremony here. We're just going to get that hooked up. And it is going to be slow, you can see based on how much steel is coming through, which is to say not a lot. But now it's time to get the copper going through, and also, at the same time, we want to make sure these are sufficiently upgraded. Now, if I recall, the concrete one can do with 60. Let's see. Okay, just a sec. All right, so it looks like we have, a Mark I belt's fine for concrete. We need a Mark III belt for iron. And for steel, we need a Mark II belt. So those are the things we need. All right, so Mark I, and the second one is steel? Yes, that needs to be Mark II. I think I got those confused originally. I was doing Mark III belts here for steel, but we need Mark III for the iron. Now this might be the whole issue here. And then this was copper, right? Why is copper not coming across? Did we just not hook up copper? We didn't. Well, let's start with hooking this up, because that's Mark III, good. And this one is Mark II. Yes, already, good. And that's also Mark II, great. Mark II, Mark II, Mark III. Mark III, that's a better way to check. Okay, there's a quicker way, more certain way to check. Now this needs 188, that's Mark III as well. We may as well upgrade that while we're at it. And we're not going to do that yet. We'll get back to that when we need to. But boom, there we go. Of course, we'll upgrade that. Perfect. Here's copper. Well, I think I'm going to do the same thing here I did before with the others. Yep. That's high enough. Okay. Splitter? I thought it'd be easy to grab that, honestly. I think that lines up. We'll find out. Now this belt's not Mark 3, is it? It's Mark 1. So we need to get a better source of copper then. Yeah, that'll be another thing we end up doing. Is getting more resources pumped into our factory. I mean, I've known for a long time that we don't quite have enough, but yeah, now we've basically hit our limit. So that's actually sort of as planned. There wasn't any sense in overbuilding before we needed it. And now that we have programmable splitters, we have a way to distribute things a little more... Well, we don't have programmable splitters yet. We need to get that soon. But with smart splitters, I think we have a way to handle that a little bit better. Alright, now, we do want to build all this stuff up top. So this, okay, default's not helping me much. I wonder where I built that at. I don't want to build too far, but at the same time, let's say 5? Something like that. Four was perfect, great. And we know we want to go 5 in this direction, give or take. I actually don't remember how far I built. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that'll do it. And what, 4 more? I don't want to combine those into one spot. I think that's about got it. Just about. Alrighty. Man, I need some light under here, don't I? It honestly wouldn't be that hard to set up. I can't remember what it costs. I guess having it here would make a lot of sense. What if I go for the ladder? Can I then switch to it? Guess not. Let's just put one in the center here. How brightly will that shine? I think that's bright enough. Honestly, I don't need a light in the middle there. So I'll put the next one over here. I guess I should be doing it from this side where I can see better. Why is that light on? Interesting. Does it just pull light from nearby areas? And one more. Surely not, right? Okay, one left. Okay. So now we got a ton of light there. We could maybe use more, but hey, that's fine for now. Alrighty. Actually though, come to think of it, I want to put this in the same spot, so I don't necessarily want that to go as far as it goes. We'll sort through that in a minute. I think that was the right location. It's really hard to judge though. I think everything in front of this should basically not be there. Okay, let's... Yeah, actually, let's start building it first though. Okay, let's have another look here. Start at the beginning. Let's untangle this slowly. Automated wiring, that's going to be... assembler. There we go. Do I really want to put it in the same place though? Let's do it this way. I think this makes the most sense. And for some reason it won't let me build in that corner, but oh well. We'll just live with it. I think these three can go away. Now that I understand what I need, okay. Perfect. Well, we won't need the light there then. Okay. We do have power going up from one spot, but we need, I think we'll just want it from a different spot now. Zoop zoop. Yeah, I mean, let's stick it on the edge there like that. That looks really cool. Alrighty. Whoa, okay, let's not fall. Okay, never mind, that doesn't look cool at all. Come on, stop. These blades, man, they really are tricky, because they increase your acceleration, right? But they behave differently when you first start running. So it's a little tricky. Let's see. Oh, interesting, power storage. Oh, do I have access? Have I unlocked this? Oh, I definitely want to make use of this at some point. Okay, not right now, though. I think what I want to do is store power in the batteries and then power. Double wall outlet. To go on both sides of a wall? Interesting. I wanted to get to actually latch onto there. Good. I don't quite understand why that was so difficult the first time, but we got it done. Ha! Okay, well, I thought we got it done. Anyway. Alrighty, that'll be where our power comes from. We'll figure out where to put it in a minute. First things first. This is producing, oh, I've forgotten, automated wiring. We need to pull in stators and cables. Now, stators is going to go in another one of these. So let's put it here. A little bit of space between them. Don't want that to interfere there. Okay. Okay. And then the front's going to be problematic, but we'll deal with that when time comes. Yeah, we'll deal with that in a little bit. Okay. To be honest, though, this shouldn't be that hard to deal with. It's going to be a Mark 1 for sure. Oh, wait, I didn't even check how many stators we need. Let's take another look at that. Oh, just one, okay. But we need 2 of these. Oh. Yeah, see, I really wasn't paying attention at all. Not at all. There's the second one. Okay, there'll be some shenanigans there to get that set up properly, but hey. Great. Mark 1, that's what we want for now. Then we just need 1 to produce stators for both. Perfect. Producing stators, and it's going to be 5 per minute. We certainly can do that with a Mark 1 belt. Straight. Whoa, hello. Stators and cables, okay. Let's put it here. Oh, hang on. Can I come from the back side of this and get it to work out better? Not really. But that'll do fine. Alright. Actually, no. If we go the other way, it'll give us more room. Oops. To walk around. There we go. And the other one, I believe we just need 40 cables per minute? Oh, 50 per minute. Oh, so we need 100 per minute total. Okay, so that's going to be Mark 2 at least. Okay. Come on, there we go. I figured as much. Oh, geez, now. This needs to be reversed, right? Oh, no, it doesn't. It's fine. Oh, I have to check the height manually, right, because it'll line up It's working fine. Okay, great. I guess the default height, the lowest height possible, is correct. So, Mark 2 for 100 per second, or 100 per minute, rather. Okay. Boy, it's dark out here. Now we've actually gotten that set up. We need wire and pipes. Now the wire, I think, is going to be super simple. Okay, so we need wire both to make the cable and to make the stators. So really, we want to probably make the cable first. 4 of them, okay. Let's get some room here. Nice if I could see a little better in the dark. Oh wait, I got that backwards, didn't I? I caught myself at the last second. I think that's lined up. Cables. I've already forgotten how many. Okay, so 4 of them, yes. 2? Oh, come on. So finicky. 3, 4. Don't fall. Okay. Right then. Well, those are already set up to make cables. How much wire do we need for them? 232. So we need, wow, at least a Mark III here. Now I've kind of forgotten, so let me remind myself. Logistics. 270, 480. Okay, so it can well handle 240. Okay, or 232. Yeah, I can well handle that. Okay, great. One, 2, and 3 of them. And each one of these individually, I think, only handles 60. Yeah, exactly 60. Interesting. And I kind of built it too far away again, but oh well. That'll be the input. And then the output is going to go multiple ways. How many are we getting here? 116, so we need at least a Mark II for that. Merger. Three. Alright, that's all of them. May as well hook it up while I'm here. And again, this is only, yep, okay, it's Mark I for this. Okay. Whoa, falling off is not recommended. Mark II, and we do need a splitter here. Let's just build the splitter someplace that makes sense. And these cables are used for not making stators, but for making automated wiring. So it needs to go a little further. Up there. I could move this so it... well, whatever. Steel pipe and wires. Okay, wire needs to come across as well then. Which we haven't made yet, so we don't need to worry about it. That comes next. 1, and how many do we need? 9. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I just remembered something. It's just easier to build them all at once. With the right recipe, I mean. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And honestly, for that 0.7, I'm going to go ahead and make another one. Oh my goodness, we came all the way up to these guys. Wow. Okay, well they clash, but it's close enough, I guess. I think it'll be okay. I'll live with it. So, power lines first. And honestly, we need Mark II power lines here. Now, Mark II power line has 7 connections. And we need to assume that 2 of them will be consumed. So that leaves us with 5 left over. So we do have enough for these 10. Upgrade. At least I think we do. Should be 2 left, right? There are, great. Perfect. And that power came up through here. I think I'm going to delete that and connect it here because I want it to be consistent with the rest. Okay. But these aren't getting used that much. Or at least not very quickly because the iron's not coming in fast enough. That is another problem to solve. Okay, so let's start with the outputs. Now, how much are we making? 272. Now, if that's to be believed, it's just above the limit of Mark III belts. I still don't know if that's a typo, because every one of these is multiples of 60, except for that. It just is an odd one out. I don't know if that was intentional or if that was just a typo. Either way, I'm going to upgrade to this one. I suppose at some point I should test it out. It should be relatively simple to find out if it's a typo. Belt is too long. Now that is not something I was expecting here. So we're going to have to be careful in this belt between 2 of them. That should be good. Whoa, hello. Perfect. Merger. All right, let's run across the tops, I think. Boy, howdy, this is hard to see. Three. let's just go here. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, hello. If I work on the consistency of my jumps, I don't have to move where I'm looking, which is nice. And I should have built them close enough that this works. Let's just double check. That's less than 60, great. So Mark 1 belt is completely fine here. I would not want to find out later. Like, I know for a fact it's Mark 1 belt should be fine, but would not want to find out later that I'm wrong. It would be such a pain to come back and upgrade those. Alright, that's that. Woo! Now, those were needed for 2 things. To make cables and to make stators. Right, it's the cables that get split across to something completely different, and will go who knows where. But that's a different problem for another time. Honestly, we just need to send this belt all the way down there, and then we'll split it at the last. It does mean we'll have to make Mark 4 go all the way, but I think it's worth it. Let's see. Well, no, we won't either, actually. Yeah, we could just use this shared belt here, right? You know what, though? I've already made it. I think I'm just going to split it right here and have one go over the other. Perfect. We're not going to redo this belt. We're going to make an exception. Mark 3 here, and then we need just a Mark 1 belt to go the rest of the way. Wire and steel pipe. We're going to put the steel pipe in. Okay. Okay. I like that just fine. All right. We're not going for the prettiest factory in this case. Good old-fashioned belt spiral, I guess. Oh wait, we haven't even accounted for the input of these guys. I think we need to back off here. Yeah, maybe this is in a bad spot too, but we'll deal with that in a minute. Yeah, this is just a regrettable choice, but it has to be done. Even default won't do it, huh? It's because of the sharp curve. What if I do it this way? That works fine. Honestly, is that going to be any different from straight? I want to see. No, it isn't. Great. Perfect. And it looks better too. Yeah, fine. All right. How much copper are we pulling through here? 136. So that means a Mark II belt is not adequate. Okay. 10 of them. Man, that's going to be tricky. Okay, of course, we got this problem going on again. Okay. I think we'll deal with the other issue later. We're just going to have this go straight through and ignore the problem for now. And we'll get all those splitters in place. Two, three. Missing cables. Isn't that ironic? Alright, let's go get some more cables. Also, we're kind of running low on jet fuel, but guess we won't deal with that just yet. Factory's really coming together. Man, we're going to have some computers set up. I'm looking forward to that. And I feel like this is much less of a struggle than it was last time. Like, I remember it being horrendous the first time. Maybe that was just because I was new. But, nonetheless. I know there's more we're going to need. We have plenty of wire, though. I think we're fine for now. Let's get one more of these. If I don't know what else to get, we'll get something, right? Replace that 99 with 200. And that's it for now. We're just going to chill. Take this one moment at a time. If we don't know what we're doing, we just keep going. Kind of regret going and picking up that, what was it, a summer sloop that was over there that I found? There was a crash site nearby it, and now I can't remember where it was. Of course, I think I might have marked on the map, if I'm not mistaken. No, but I think it was right here. I think this is the spot. Oh no, it was right here. Yeah, that's where it was. Edit? Thought there was a way to name that. Right over there, right? Oh, that's a geyser, right. Yeah, that's not where I saw the Mercer Fear summer sloop. I think it was the summer sloop. Yeah, it's not the same spot. Okay, whatever. Do we have copper going across now? I think we do, right? And man, that's slow. Okay. Steel production's really slowed down. Good, we do have it. Okay. I reckon we should go ahead and send it up. Or should we just send it across underneath? Yeah, we should send it across underneath as far as we need to, because we have much more room under there than here. Alright, splitters. Time to go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, 6, and we just got a few more to go. 7, 8, and 9. Great, that's all of them. Each one inputs 15 per minute. Okay, Mark 1's perfect. Last one, alright. They're all connected to inputs. We just need to send materials through. Ah, you know what? I just realized we can deal with that here. It needs to be Mark 3. Let's just wing it here. I want to be sure to redo this to make sure it's perfect. And this one has to be Mark 3. All right. And then let's just wing it here a little bit. Oh yeah, that would work just fine. Something along those lines. Okay. Let's get a zoot mode for now. Didn't need to build 2 of them, actually. Oh, we just need the 1. That's perfect. Can't believe it. We're done. Nearly. You know what? I'm not worried about that being a little bit lower. Oh, it's a little bit to the side. It's not really lower, is it? No, that's fine. That's perfectly okay. Great. So then this should start working. We should start getting... Yeah, here we go. Here's some industry. All right, the first copper wire's coming out. Start going right in here, and of course, a lot of it's going to come this way. Now this is going to send 60 per minute, and the nice thing is that's more than what we need. We just need, well, it's going to start out sending 30, I suppose. No, it's pretty well filling it up. The nice thing is that means that this this piece right here will get the chance to get overfilled. So that'll increase efficiency of the whole chain, I think, to have this one fill up first. And these guys will take their time filling up, of course. Great. Now wires going down this way. I guess the other thing I'm missing are the stators. Right. And so for that, I just need the steel pipes. Okay, now, we will need the cables to come out here and go somewhere else. But we've well accounted for that. That's perfect. And where did the steel pipe go again? Oh, it goes up to the front, so that's fine. Ooh, we really should have built that sooner, I think. You know, we probably should have built the steel pipe right here, because it's going to be needed much sooner. Or, yeah, now we're having to send the steel back and forth a ton, which isn't great, but hey. Oh well. The only other question I have, where else am I using the steel? But I don't think that's that important. Let's just go down to the end and use it there. Okay. And we need 2 of these. Man, that's really not that much. Two, 3, 4, and 5. Zoop mode. Okay. We actually got pretty lucky that We got... Oh, okay. Well, we need to upgrade that then, don't we? There we go. We got lucky when these two factories ran into each other. There was enough room for both of them. A little bit unfortunate that they hit like that, but hey, you really can't plan those things in advance, so... Lucky. Well, that's another point. If we had put this on the other side, we wouldn't have had room for that. So, we would have ended up with a lot more unused space. So I guess it's kind of the least bad of the two evils. Now, for this, we're going to want steel pipe. And I forgot to check the recipe. 60 per minute, and we're going to produce 40 per minute. So at the same time, we only need, and I'll confirm this, Mark 1 belts. Yeah. That says 52 per minute, but the maximum is 60. Okay, we're not going to even use its full output. Okay, fine. Fine. The same thing on this side. Merger. Yeah, send it this way. Now we do need to get the steel coming up here. Does the steel even come this far? It does actually. Does it get used somewhere here? It doesn't. I suspect we're not using the steel at all. That's my suspicion. Oh well, at any rate. No, that position up there is too perfect, so we're just gonna use it. I don't know why those aren't lining up there. Let's just use default and get it over with. I see their heights are not lining up. Alright, well, whatever. These should start filling up soon. Great. Okay, we're going to start making the steel pipes. And we want to bring them along like so. We may as well build as we go. Gotta figure out how long to make these after all. Oh, that's far enough. It's so low that it's hard to reach from here. I was gonna say that had better connect. Actually, if we can connect straight to this one, I think we should. And then it goes straight in there. And the other use of it was where? Well, near the front, so we'll use a splitter. It's our first time going up, so we'll just bear it. Oh, hello. Oh, I've been using default this whole time. Straight. Start from that. Now that I don't like so much. Much better, okay. Can I just put a splitter on the end of that? Looks like it. Perfect. And the pipes are coming. All right, so we should have stators soon. And we can come check on that in a bit. Let's just see how much. Yeah, we got plenty of wire there, great. Whoa, hello. And that needs to come down to this guy. So that's actually not that far. But believe it or not, it would be better to put the one of these two. Let's see. Steel pipes and modular frames. Can't remember which one's connected to steel pipes, to be honest. Or to modular frames, I mean. Oh, neither of them. Modular frames are right up here. Alright, so this one will be. Easy peasy. How many per minute? We need 10. Great. Mark 1 is fine. I was gonna say, can't you just connect there? Great. I don't know what's going on here. Like, I've got this whole wasted belt thing. I just, bad planning, I guess. Or incomplete planning. But basically, we can pull from right here to go down. Whoa, hello. All right, then. Oh, and this needs to be stacked. And then... Perfect. You know, my main reason for going all the way over there was to get that height. So let's try without it. Am I going to regret this? Belt is too long. Oh, that's a shame. All right, well, we'll keep it. It's quirky, I guess. It's quirky, all right. Anywhere around here should be totally fine. Too steep, eh? I mean, that's not that unsolvable, right? Very solvable. Alrighty, that should be good. And again, this one will fill up a little bit quicker because it's going to get 60 per second, but it only needs 15. And I think that'll help our overall efficiency to have the later portions of the pipeline fill up first. I don't think we need to sit and watch either. Wow, that was so quick. I'm kind of impressed with that. I want to see how long have I been streaming today. Oh, well, I can't tell. Anyway, that's pretty cool. I suppose we could get rid of this because we're not using it, but I also kind of don't care. It's fine. Some should have gone down by this point, right? Yeah, okay, so we might see the chance to get the first one of these made. Coming soon. I don't believe it's made a single one yet. We need 20 of those, though, so it's going to take a while. Yeah, we're not sticking around for that. I guess this bottom one might end up going to some use at some point. Anyway, we got our automated wiring, so let's shove that in, right? Do we really? Do we really get everything sorted? Golly. Sure seems that way. Now, surely there's only one. Yeah, okay, it's far less than 60 per second. Oh, hello. Merger. Don't really want any of this in my pocket, to be quite honest. Okay, that works fine. We'll just shove this in the corner here. Just like that. Alrighty. Perfect. And I have some of these in my pocket, so there they go. Wow. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so that's done then. Let's go ahead and mark everything. I can't believe how quick that was. I mean, it's not like it's a complicated build, but still. It just feels like we've done a quarter of the work in so much time, although the reality is we've already done probably more than half the work before we even started today. Like, the hard part really was this, and you can see that the remainder of what we got to do here, yeah, it's still not easy, but it's not hard. Okay, so that leaves making the copper sheets. The real challenge will be getting the resources we need. Okay. Okay. So the things to keep in mind right now, we have this connection we've already set up so we can forget about it. And we have this connection we need to set up with cables. But you can see this goes straight into this guy, so we can kind of put it where we want. And the other one is circuit boards, which we make from plastic and copper sheets. Now the plastic we can just ship in, which we're already shipping it in. We need 1 of those and 3 of those. That one's going to be super simple. And if you look at this one, oh, it also needs that. Okay, I think we should build this one first. And then this one, and then that one. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's how we should play it. Oh, we need that as well. But yeah. That is a manufacturer. Requires 3 ingredients. Interleaving these just feels a little bit unsavory. I think we should build these 2 and then this one. Man, do I want to double the complexity here for just getting 0.07? I think I might just stick with 1 and just accept that it'll make the entire system slightly slower. I think I'll build the blueprint for 2 so that I leave enough space to do it later, if and when I care. But I don't think we're going to get full efficiency even if I do take the time. So I'm just going to build 2 of these, leave space for a third, and then build this. All right, that's our plan. The question is, where do we want to build it? Originally my plan was I would take this factory and spread it out across 2 sections. This little, like this section and this one. But the thing is, there's not much left to do. So, like the bulk of it was that first floor. So we may as well continue on the same blueprint, or the same footprint, right? I think that's sound. Now then, let's just see how tall we need to build here. Vertical. It's 4 tall, all right. So we build an additional, we build an additional 4 high then. Come on. And start from there. And we want it to go the same distance. We want to build zoop mode this time. Well, hello. Yep, that's the same. All right, great. Nothing to it. Except that we're missing iron. Great. I think we may only need these 3 floors, to be honest. We do need more fuel, though, for riding around. All right. All right, cool. We're just going to get some iron and make sure we have plenty of concrete to finish that out, and then also get some fuel. I don't want to get caught with no fuel. That would just be annoying, because then I'd have to... It makes it more difficult to get back, right? Although, to be quite honest, I might have a good plan for that. I might have a good backup plan. Okay, that should be plenty. You know what I just realized? When I run out of fuel, I can use my parachute to fly down to where the fuel is, because I'm nearby it, where I'm building. So yeah, maybe I'll just do that. Wow. Okay. We're going to build right on the edge, too. Now, we build on the first one. The third one. And we're going to carry on the tradition of collaring it. All right. And I believe what we want are assemblers. I do need to verify that. Or was it a manufacturer? Let's just double check. What was my reasoning for building this one first? I think just because it's a manufacturer. But I think that reasoning still holds, so let's do it. Okay. Perfect. Man, getting that thing to line up is just so difficult. There we go, perfect. It just slightly falls off. Alright, and then we need an assembler. How many? 2? Let's take another look here. 1, but we're leaving space for 2. There, okay. I want a little more room there, to be honest. We have all the room in the world. 1, 2. And these are making... Well, this is making computers. And this is making circuit boards. Copy and paste. Okay. And we need another one here to make... my memory's short today. Wait. This is also circuit boards, right? Oh, so that's a little interesting. Okay. Well, that makes my life easier. Clearly makes my life a little easier. Okay. Great. Nope. Okay, like so. And yeah, that's my only 2 uses of it. Okay, great. Let's delete that one. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to delete this one as well. But only for a moment. Perfect. All right, so we need 2 of those. Okay, great. And now we don't need to build 3 of them. Yeah, now building the second one at least feels worth the effort. I'm trying to position this where the numbers don't overlap, but that is tricky. Okay. That really simplifies things. It kind of makes me wish, let's see. No, yeah, there's nothing else I need to worry about. Great. Let's see, these are both pulling, yeah. One from a refinery, one from assembler. Great, we just need these 2 for circuit boards. Okay. And we need to pull up power again. Which we'll probably do in a similar manner here. Easier to see from up top, I guess. No, don't fall. Come on. Forget about it. I'm getting lost in the sauce here. Perfect. All right. Much easier. Okay, great. Well, let's set it the way we always do. What kind of numbers do we need here? Looks like Mark 1's going to be adequate, right? Let's see, we're right here. 26 and 52. Yeah, Mark 1's going to be perfectly adequate for both. Man, that was easy. Oh, that felt good. That was therapeutic. When you go 4, great. Okay, I know our output. Whoa, hello. I know our output's not going to be higher than 60 per second. Still, let's double check. It's going to max out at, like, yeah, less than 20. 14. It's going to max out at 15, rather. Okay. Now, part of this needs to go there. Merge them together. And then split it apart. Does that work? Seems like it. Alright then, part of it's going to go into this one. Although it might be easier from here. Hello, let's not die. To be honest with you, this might be the only one that goes... The other two might come from the other side, so let's do it like that. We need circuit boards, we need cables, and we need plastic. Yeah, the others is going to come... The others will come from this side. Okay. And then we just need to send some of it down to the final destination, right? Right. So let's do that. Will this even reach all the way? Yes, it will. Great. What's left? Circuit boards and computers. Well, computers are going to come down from roughly the same spot, aren't they? Computers will come down from... Hang on. There we go. Computers will come down from right over here. And there's only going to be one of these, so... we could try dragging it straight down. Yeah, I think that works just fine for me. It's going to output 2.5 per minute. I guess this will just wrap all the way around. That's fine, I guess. Put one of these over here. Just need the one. Oh, you know what? If that's slightly off center, it's going to bother me a lot. If it were more central, then it'd make less difference. Okay, we're going to have this go from this one instead. I can't remember how many we need. I'm assuming it's... let's see. We don't need 60 of anything, so those are all Mark 1 belts. All right. Alrighty. Nice. Okay. Right then, we just gotta power these guys, or we gotta shove stuff into them. Copper and plastic. Okay, so plastic's on its way, and copper we need 3 constructors. Sweet. Are we like done? That sounds great. Okay. It's going to pull in 52, so Mark 1 belts are fine. And the output will be less, so Mark 1 belts are again fine. Yeah, we'll put it there, but we're going to go ahead and try to avoid the power pole a little bit. Perfect. Oh, don't fall. Oof. That seems awfully close. I don't know if that's going to work. Well, maybe it does. All right. That works just fine. Okay. Now we just need to pull in some copper, right? Right. And I can't see anything from here, so let's see. We have copper wire, though, which means copper must go past this point. Oh yeah, this is the second spot. Oh, we need to go all the way down, don't we? Oopsie daisy. I think copper's the top one? I think. We'll have to confirm, but... Yeah, copper's the top one. I can see right there. Alright. There's copper. Great. And I can also see that's changing direction all the time, so... we probably won't get the chance to line it up exactly. Still, we can do better than that, right? I'm sure we can. The question is, can I see well enough? Alright, perfect. Nice. Now copper should start going up there. I don't have any more concerns, do I? No, I don't think I finished. I have one more concern. Yes, I need to get plastic up here. That's my other concern. But these should start working soon. Now, where's plastic coming in? Over there. And I recall us needing it in two places. We need it here and here. So really we need to make it, we need a through line here. You know what? I think it would be most convenient for this to go all the way up. We'll just put copper on the, or we'll just put the plastic on the bottom. Perfect. Okay. And I can't see a reason not to attach it here. And then right here. That should be adequate. Great. How much plastic do we need again? So for these two combined, we need 84. So that means that we need at least a Mark II belt. We're not actually producing that much, but we have enough to get started. It does mean, though, that we need to find a new supply of oil. Among all the other things we need to find a new supply of. Nope, going the wrong way. Reverse. Perfect. Grand. Now. All right, it fits. Okay. Just want to make sure it goes past this spot because I'm not sure I have it set up properly. Okay, it works. I don't need to worry about why it works. That isn't my concern. Now we need plastic there, and I think there. Is that it? That's it. And that only needs 3 ingredients, which means we've got enough to get started. Are these Mark I belts? They are. Two. Yeah, so it splits apart. We can use Mark I from this point forward. Perfect. Not perfect. Let's try that again. Alrighty. So is this thing full up then, once it gets the plastic? No, plastic is the first thing to come in. Okay, where'd the cables come from? We have not attached cables yet, okay? That's gonna be the next step then. This needs copper sheets, doesn't have any, why? Oh, it has some, okay. Has it never gained copper sheets, or? I guess, okay. Man, it's dark. Now this is making the copper sheets. Looks like we've never seen an ingot here. What about this one? Okay, they have different efficiency, so they must have seen copper at some point. Plus, I just saw some copper sheets, so here they come. Okay, this one's working. Okay. I think the copper production is just so slow. There's so few ingots coming in. Speaking of, do I have any ingots in my hands? I do not. Cool. Oh, and the sun's back. That's helpful. Okay. I think plastic is not going to be our first bottleneck. I think copper really is. But it also seems like we're done. Where are the cables coming from? They're not coming yet. Okay, we need to get that done, and we'll be done. Cables come from down below, right? Right here? Yes, okay. Right here's the splitter. And quite honestly, I think I should just send it straight up. How much does it need? Cables. We only need 16, so it can be Mark 1. Look at that. Look how close it is to where it needs to go. That's sweet. Okay. Why am I not seeing any cables here? Oh, are we struggling that much to produce them because of the copper shortage? We are. Okay. So I think at this point we can say that in theory, this is set up correctly. But in practice, we don't have a way to verify that. Oh, we ran out of... Oh, okay. Well, I need to get more fuel, obviously, before I can do anything else. At least I have some kind of backup. Here we go. Right here. It's honestly not that far to go, so maybe I should just switch to the jetpack. All right. Cool. Let's head back up. I guess by the time we get there, we'll get a chance to see some copper production. But let's check out the state of our main bus. I think I might have more copper coming in than what I'm using there. I think I might have downgraded the belts because I wasn't using it, and then, well, we'll see. We will see. We'll look at the front and see what we got. So majestic. All right, yeah, looking at these belts, there's a lot of hokey stuff going on. I need to just fix up, so that'll be a thing. All right. First thing first, what am I missing here? I think we're good on this. Plus, we can get more at the build site if we really need to. Although, probably not. It's probably all going to be used up. We're really good on rubber. I don't know why I have so much. I think we're doing fine. Now you can see here we got 2 belts coming in. A Mark III, 2 Mark IIIs, okay. Are they both filled though? Whoa. Are they both full? It looks like it. So theoretically that would be 270. We could change those to 1 Mark IV, couldn't we? Yeah, we could. We probably should combine them into Mark IV. And then we have a Mark III of copper, which is not moving that fast. I think if we upgrade, we should be good. There's also a Mark III belt. And a Mark II belt. I think we just need to upgrade along the way. I'm considering upgrading all of these to Mark IVs as I go. The only downside of that plan is we have all this copper here, or all this iron here. I don't know if... You know what? Let's just do it. It'll be fine. We might end up spending a lot of time here on this. That was my concern. So do we set the merger up here? We'll set it up on this side. Let's not do anything crazy and try to make it work all the way. But at the same time, how do we get that to connect? Well, we could just move it to the other side after all. Will that work with straight? No. Default it is. Here's what I want to know. As we do that, oh, you see the top belt is emptying, which means we're using it for something. Yeah, we're going to have to combine those, so that's fine though. And I know what will make it a little bit easier. Let's put Mark IV belts everywhere. Seems good. Great. Well, these are what, Mark III? Yeah, I really do want to upgrade. At least from this point forward. Let's not bother with the Mark IIIs at this point. Okay, we'll need lots of beams, that's for sure. Purple, I think? Aha! Don't have that much of it. Let's get some more. What else can I get rid of? This. Good enough for now. All right. Okay. Okay, should be good. We are in for a long walk, though. Why are we climbing? Aha, I knew that. I knew that would be a problem. You know what? That might have been the whole issue down after this. Look at that. I think I just missed upgrading that at some point. Interesting. I have to pay attention to those small details like that. Right, and that's the ends of the limestone for now. Yeah, that's the end of the limestone. Even though we're not using Mark IV there, we're going to upgrade it anyway. It's counterproductive in one sense, because you really can't tell how much... you can't really tell the true capacity if it's less than Mark IV. Because we're upgrading all of them. But on the other hand... if we just commit to filling them to Mark IV, then it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, time to head back. Heading back should be a breeze, since we built all these hypertubes. Yeah, overall, I think this will be an enjoyable task. Take everything we can. I think this is the spot. Whoa, okay. Way too fast. No, okay, that was close enough though. Okay, got them all to here. Okay. No, thank you. Okay. Why does this one go up 2 like that? I'm not really seeing the reason for it, but I'm not going to bother it. Not so much because I think I have a reason, but more just because it doesn't matter. Probably was just a mistake. But man, 300 doesn't take you very far, does it? Doesn't indeed. One. Okay. So we're just going to be slow getting back. Got it. Is there anything else I can get rid of to grab more of this? But then again, I mean, this isn't refilling that quickly, right? Let's see, I could get rid of some of this. No, not really. All right, let's delete some of it. I'll get us there a little bit quicker. I guess if we do a little bit of that every time, then eventually we'll be fast enough. Okay, we slow down a little bit. We skip past this one. We go through that one. Okie dokes. Can't remember exactly where we left off, but we will find it. There it was. Yeah, so with having all these upgraded to Mark IV, we do ourselves a disservice in one regard, which is we can't quite tell. Oh, wait. No. That's problematic, actually. We do ourselves a disservice in the sense of not knowing exactly how much is flowing. But I think the best thing to do in that case is just to guarantee that as much as we want flows. Let's get rid of that. Okay. And we should probably double check all of these actually, because I haven't been paying much attention to this top one, truth be told, but it looks like we're golden here anyway. You know what we could also do is just wait until we run out of something important and then deal with it. That might not be so bad. Yeah, see, this hasn't gone past this point, has it? Great. Yeah, I think this is the last part to use this, so... Great. The rest of them use the bottom one, I guess. That wasn't as bad as I expected. And we're running out. Well, do we have enough to finish at least this one little bit? Alrighty. That we do. Look how, wow, look how much copper is being used up. Okay, we can really tell it's less than what we need. Come to think of it, yeah, I mean, you can always easily see if it doesn't produce as much as you need as soon as it starts flowing and you see, hey, it's not enough. So that's not so bad. Because it's pretty obvious the copper's... It's pretty obvious we need more copper, right? So that's not... It's not a sign that our belts are misdesigned, it's just a sign that we need to expand. Where did I put all of that iron? I thought I had some. Here it is. Also, it looks like we're running out of room for this. I think we're collecting a lot of Mark II belts. Let's delete all of type. And then go back to building. There. We'll surely collect a lot of materials even as we're building. Okay, past the elevator, space elevator, but not very far past it, so let's go here now. Yeah. Okay. In fact, I think this is the spot. Mm-hmm. Man, how great would it be to get Mark IV worth of, to get 480 concrete going? That'd be great. It's really something we should look forward to. Although I guess at this point we really don't need it that badly. Like, we're not using up concrete that quickly to build a factory. I think it takes a while to replenish, but it also takes a while to use it, so... Alright. Right, and then there's this mess. So now that we got this upgraded all the way, I think the only thing left to do is to go get more materials. And we can say confidently that we're not missing copper here simply due to... It's not simply due to the belts not being upgraded. It's actually due to not having enough. I suppose I should have a spreadsheet somewhere to track how much we have coming in of each. That's the real way to keep track of it, just to have a spreadsheet. But for now, I think we'll just take a look and see. Just take a poke around. And this might actually be an opportunity to take our old factory and to start dismantling part of it. Because we don't need it anymore. Man, that's a lot of extra... That's a lot of extra iron we grabbed. Great. Now we did upgrade this to level 4, and I think it warrants it. This is a Mark III belt of copper. Mark III of steel. Mark II of limestone. And I feel like... Oh yeah, a Mark II of limestone doesn't translate to a Mark II of concrete. That's it. The ratios are kind of bad. That said, I probably should just be transporting concrete for the most part and not limestone. I think I'll probably only have one belt of actual limestone and let the rest of it be concrete directly. But you can see even here it's not full. That's a Mark III belt, but it's transporting less than, maybe it's 240, I don't know. It's not 270, I know that. It's not full. That's Mark IV, Mark III. Gap widens a little bit there, but it's hard to see with a curve. Anyway, the main thing is we need to go get more copper. Wait a minute. It's not what we want from life. There we go. Now, do we have copper come from more than one place? Probably should get rid of that tree. I think it only comes from over here, which means our old copper factory over there is just being not used. Or maybe they combine over here somewhere. Oh, okay. Here's where copper comes through. So it is coming from our old factory. Limestone. We could go ahead and check on that while I'm here. May as well. Oh, a Mercer sphere. Right. There was a time not so long ago when we weren't collecting things because... Let's just grab it now. What do we get rid of? I mean, clearly we should get rid of some iron we're not using.
Our instruments echo in the deep. Do they not plug the shallow threads?
Can you hear me?
The effigy found on the key. Sing more.
I was not created for artistic purposes. I am incapable
Oh.
of singing.
You sing.
Noted.
Oh, Ada can talk to them now. Okay, that's interesting. So this sends 120 per minute like I thought, so it is Mark II. No reason to upgrade this to the point where it combines with another one, or it won't, because we're only sending limestone in one belt. We're gonna use a separate belt for the rest. I believe this just comes from our factory. From our old factory. Yeah, okay. Great, so it's just from one. Now this is, whoa. This is Mark III. Am I led to believe it can actually handle Mark III? I kind of want to find out. Let's find out. I don't remember there being 2 copper veins here, but maybe there were. Oh, but there's copper coming from multiple places, I see. Let's see, this is copper. Oh. Yeah, I thought there was only one node. Let me switch back to jetpack before I forget. 240. Does that mean it's a pure node? Yes. Mark II minor, okay. So that explains it. Okay, so it should be sending 240. Which it appears it is. Mark III. Oh, this is Mark II right here. Oh, this might just be a problem. Okay, I think I'm gonna guess that maybe I ran out of resources here, and I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and use Mark II and come back to it and fix it. Man, we've been bottlenecked this whole time. Now I know we use copper for several things, but let's see. For this specific factory, how much copper do we need here? Yeah, for this specific factory, we need only 200, so we now have plenty of copper. But you can see we were producing 120 total because we were limited to that Mark II belt. So that explains so much. And despite all my advancements in transport, the most efficient way to get back there is probably just to follow this belt. Quite honestly. Okay. At least until we get to here where we got a hypertube. Man, that really zoops around. Time to splat. Okay, so I want to see this belt full. But how long will it take for it to get up here? How long should I wait before I double check things? I mean, maybe I should have followed it all the way. Yeah, maybe. I think we should leave it for now. And work on something else. We either should proceed with the assumption that we're going to need more copper soon, and just go get more copper, or other resources, or we should go unlock nobelisks to be able to have more freedom in what we do. See, we're pulling Caterian ingots from so far away simply because we couldn't access that one. And we could get rid of the gas here if we had the Nobilis, so we could walk down there. That would be nice. You know, that does sound like a lot of fun. I could start exploring and looking at whatchamacallits. I could start looking for hard drives. I do want to unlock hard drives, because if I can get that alternate recipe for turbo fuel, man, that'll be really efficient. Okay, but that's going to have to wait till next time, because I think we're ready to finish up here. Oh yeah, this is perfect, yes. Let's follow this down and see if that handles the problem. And also we want to double check, okay, so we have a few gaps here, but... Oh, it's because it's a Mark IV belt, of course. Of course there are going to be gaps. But now we'll just see if we have anything produced down over here. Okay, we've passed it, but it'll catch up to us soon enough. See, now we're using copper here as well. And we need only a Mark I belt. So I mean, it's still gonna help. 188 plus 60. Yeah, it's gonna be slightly. We're using slightly more copper than what we need. We're using it slightly faster, or we're demanding it slightly faster than we're producing it, but it still should come very close. All right, so the grand test here. Does this produce anything? It has, great. Now we just shove these into a box somewhere. And we'll just put it right here. Yep. Just like so. Oh, we don't need a Mark IV belt for this. We do want it not to be default. Straight. I accidentally grabbed 2 of them. There we go. I think it only had 2, didn't it? Yep, okay, so never mind the climax. But yeah, we don't, now this is unrestricted. We're not doing anything to limit how many of these it produces, but I'm fine with that. We'll just keep producing and producing. I guess the leftover could be sent into an awesome box. Awesome sink. You know what? Yeah. We're not gonna have that problem anytime soon. But we eventually will. Center output is going to be any undefined. Right output's going to be just overflow. And an awesome sink. Again, Mark I is fine. Straight. Connect right there to here. Now that's not going to get anything shoved into it for a long, long time. But it should be fine. How interesting. We can use this to track the health of our plastic and rubber. You can see it went down and started going up again. I guess it went down when we started using plastic and went up because of a bottleneck here. Probably because of the copper bottleneck. Now what does this lack? Automated wiring, so that's based on copper. Which, we do have a Mark III belt like we wanted. It is going through quicker than it was. Look at that, it's getting sent up in either case. Huh. Now this probably only gets half the copper, especially the other one being first. But these aren't going to take long to fill up. There aren't that many of them, right? But they are producing. Computers, man. I can't believe it. We finished adaptive wiring. We finished this. This is nice. Man, I thought it'd take more sessions. I mean, I did go over time by quite a bit. I went an hour over today, but yeah. Adaptive control unit, we've got that done. When I thought it was going to take a long while. And we're not going to limit production. When we fill up this box, we're just going to send the rest in here, and that'll be fine. Let's check out our power situation before we wind down here. Production. Okay, so yeah, we're consuming quite a bit. We do have our bio generators on, so that's necessary. That means we have to keep refilling them from time to time. That's going to be a bit of a burden, but should be fine for a good while. But it also means I should focus on geothermal next time. And I think that's what we'll have to look forward to on the way back, especially considering... Okay, we'll try taking the ladder. I'm actually not very good at those. There we go. I think what we'll do next time is we'll work on geothermal and then come back and take a look at that. So that's what we have to look forward to. All right, well, with that, I bid you goodbye. I hope you guys have had fun today.